Hey everyone, so for today's Halloween tutorial I was inspired by demons and the devil, oh my gosh. And this is the look I came up with. It's actually reasonably easy, like a lot easier than you would first think just by looking at it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and stay tuned if you want to learn how to do it for yourself. Enjoy! So I'm beginning with some custom infusion drop things all over my face and some primer just to prep my skin and hydrate my skin. And then for my foundation today, this was really dumb by the way, don't use an expensive foundation. I don't know what I was doing, I think it was just right next to me and I just grabbed it. But anyway, take a really fair foundation, and you know, if you're really fair naturally, go for white face paint or something like that. And then I'm going to take white and black gel eyeliner and just draw on these like really hollow, like not really cheekbones, it's just kind of like a hollow pattern I did on the side of my face just to really make it look creepy. I don't know what it's called, but I just made it up as I went. So this is all I'm doing. I'm just using the black and the white and then kind of fading it out. And then I went in with a black eyeshadow as well just to blend some more. And then I ended up going down my jawbone and like colouring it all in and everything. P.S. This black eyeshadow by Makeup Geek is one of the best black eyeshadows I've ever used. Like, it is so pigmented and a little goes a really long way. It's so amazing. So yeah, just get yourself a good black eyeshadow and you're set for this look pretty much. And also like a dark kind of purple, but I'll show you that soon. Now I'm using black gel eyeliner and just going around my mouth area where I'm going to be covering my mouth, and I got this idea from Glam & Gore. It is so cool. It didn't really work out for me as well as I'd hoped because I didn't know this, but my latex was half dried out, so it was really difficult to work with. I bought new latex now just in case I want to do this look again, but yeah, basically you need latex and then cotton, and I am such an idiot, I kept going out of the frame, so I'm going to link Glam & Gore's video down below so you can watch how she does it. But basically you just want to get cotton balls and kind of shred them up and then use latex and just make it all stringy looking. But yeah, my latex was like really thick and just not cooperating with me, but I'm still pretty proud of how it turned out in the end because, you know, I thought it was going to be a total disaster. But yeah, I really like how it ended up looking, so that's good. It was just way harder and it took me twice as long as it probably should have. Since my latex was a little bit thick, I'm just picking it apart as well just to make it look a little bit more stringy. And then back in with your foundation, and this is me realizing like, what the heck am I doing? Why am I using my Marc Jacobs for this? Using a sponge and then just covering that up so it all matches. And then that dark purple I was talking about earlier, I don't even know what color this is, it's unlabeled, like I have no idea, but I'm sure most of you will have something similar to this in your collection. Otherwise, check out those bruising wheels you can get, like the face paints from Halloween stores and everything. You could definitely use that as well. I'm just using this color on a blending brush and putting that over that mouth area, around my eyes, on top of the mouth area, and then for the little scar on my forehead, I am using this scarring liquid stuff. And you just kind of paint it on and then layer it up a couple of times, and that's it. It's really simple. You could use latex or something if you don't have this. And then for the horns, I got these off Etsy, and they came with these little like things to stick them onto your head, but I wish I didn't use them because they looked really obvious. I feel like it would have looked better if I just stuck the horn directly onto my face and then used a little bit of latex around them, but oh well, there's nothing I can do now. But yeah, I'm just going over those with a little bit of my foundation again to try and blend them in, but as you can see they kind of stick off a little bit, which was such a pain in the butt, but I worked with it. I'm going back in with that purple and just kind of buffing that around those little applicator thingies. I don't really know what they're called. Now I'm using that black gel liner once again and just filling in on the inside of where I put a little bit of latex around the horns just to make them look really burnt and disgusting, like they've just like protruded out of my forehead. So yeah, just keep filling them in. And then I'm going back in with the purple, and I'm also going to use a little bit of black, but I'm doing purple around my eyes some more just to make them look even more tired and bruised, and also once again around the horns. Here's the black. I'm just using my finger as well to blend it out and make it look really messy and gross and, you know, devilish. And then I'm using the black eyeshadow, and that's just going to go all over my eyebrows. I'm using it to fill in my eyebrows today just because I wanted them super dark with this makeup look. If you would prefer, you could also use like a red or something that could look really cool as well. And then for my eyes, I'm using red contacts because obviously I want to look like a demon slash devil. I don't even know if this is a demon or a devil, like I'm just winging it and playing around. Anyway, then I'm using Best O by Colourpop, the red like dark red gel liner, putting that in my waterline, and then I'm doing some mascara because even when you're a devil and a demon, you've still got to look, you know, glam, apparently. Now I'm using my fave, the Fresh Scab by Ben Nye, and I'm just packing that around the horns, kind of on top of where we put that black gel liner, just to make it look like they're bleeding and gory and gross. And then I'm also putting a little bit in between my mouth hole things. It kind of looks like this is going to get in my mouth, but it really doesn't. You'll kind of know what I mean when you're doing it for yourself. You can kind of put it on top of where the holes are as well to make it look really bloody. And then I'm taking a stippling sponge and some of that blood and just stippling the blood around the mouth to make it look splatterish. And then I'm also going to do it around the horns and under my eyes as well. And we are almost done. Well, I'm just showing you how it's looking now. Now I'm going to add a little bit more black eyeshadow around my hairline. This is optional, I just did it on a whim. I think it looks quite cool, it makes it look really like burnt and creepy. And then I also did a little bit of nose contouring, just real sloppy, and then blended it with my finger. And then that's it. I really like how this looks with wet hair, because it looks kind of like slimy. I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like whenever I think of demons and stuff, I think of like really gross messy hair and stuff. So you could also use like heaps of hair gel or something, but I just got out of the shower so I left my hair wet. And then I'm using some red liquidy blood to drip out from the little holes, and that is it. If you try it out, don't forget to send me photos. I would love to see your recreations, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!